Welcome to Your Health. I'm your host, Rhonda Alfred, and joining us on this episode is Lane Bordelon, Development Coordinator at Terrebonne General Mary Bird Perkins Cancer Center, and Candace Francis, a committee member on the Big Brims and Healthy Skin Committee. Today, we're going to be talking about this upcoming event, Big Brims and Healthy Skin. Thank you for joining us, ladies.
Thank you.
All right, well, let's get started with Lane telling us a little bit more about yourself and your role at Terrebonne General Mary Bird Perkins.
Yes, I'm Lane Bordelon. As you mentioned, I'm the development coordinator for the Cancer Center, which basically means that I work out in the community. I work with donors and events, all in support of the philanthropic programs here at the Cancer Center that benefit our patients.
Okay, and Candace, tell us about yourself and your role.
My name's Candace Francis, and I have a very strong passion for the Cancer Center. My grandmother received treatment here a couple years ago, and so I've always felt called to help when I could.
We appreciate that for sure. All right, well, Lane, let's dive right on in. What is Big Brims and Healthy Skin?
Big Brims and Healthy Skin is a luncheon aimed at expanding awareness and education of melanoma and other skin cancers. It's a really fun event. It's a way of just getting people together to talk about signs, symptoms, and prevention while having a good time and raising much needed funds for the center.
Okay, and how did the event get started and why?
It actually started out of another committee member and volunteer who was just very passionate about the center. She actually, very unexpectedly, had her own diagnosis of melanoma. Thought it could never happen to her, and it did. She was young, healthy, active, and couldn't believe that this was the experience she was having. And so she never thought it would happen to her, and she said, we need to do something. So we put our heads together and talked about how we could do something fun that would get people excited to talk about something that is not exactly fun to talk about. And this is kind of how it came about.
All right, and Candace, you're a part of this because of your experience with melanoma. Can you share that with us, please?
Yes, ma'am. About a year ago, my mom was diagnosed with melanoma, and we have recently started receiving treatment here at Mary Bird. So I feel as though now I want to help spread the awareness of melanoma and the signs and symptoms and what to be looking for.
So what makes you so passionate about this cause?
For me, the Cancer Center has always held a special place in my heart, but now that both my mom and my aunt are currently receiving treatment here, I just feel like the mission of the Cancer Center just kind of hits home, and I want to do everything I can to help raise funds so other people can receive the benefits.
Right, and it's nice for them to be able to stay right here in our community.
It's very nice having treatment close to home and not having to travel.
Yes. Okay, Lane, well, let's talk about when and where is the event.
It is Sunday, April 21st at Ellendale Country Club. Okay. It kicks off at 12 noon. A few things that are going to be happening. I mean, there's a champagne reception right when people get there where we can mingle. We will have an educational presentation from a local dermatologist, Dr. Alexis Duke, and play bingo and just have a really great afternoon.
Okay, and I noticed you ladies are both wearing hats. Tell us about the hat contest, Candace.
The hat contest, this will be our third year doing the hat contest.
Yes.
So it can be any store-bought hat. It has to be a big brim that'll offer sun protection. We'll have a contest at one point throughout the event, and then the winner with the best decorated hat will receive a $100 gift card.
Oh boy, so wear your best and most decorated hat.
Yes, for sure.
Okay, so what are some of the event sponsors, Lane?
So our presenting sponsor is Dr. Alexis Duke, who I mentioned. She will be giving a really great presentation over lunch. And then we also have some other really generous sponsors, Louis Mohana Furniture, South Louisiana Bank, Rao Plastic Surgery, the Boudreaux family, Ben and Tiffany Adams, T&D Towing, Roberts Aesthetics, and more coming in every day. day.
Oh my
So
gosh.
apologies for anyone I'm
people
not
are really
mentioning.
wanting to get involved in this event.
Yes, we're really pleased with the growth we've seen over the last 3 years. We knew that it was something people would embrace once they got a chance to experience it. There's nothing else like it happening in the spring. So I think it's a really fun event.
Yeah, and so important. Where do the proceeds go?
The proceeds all go for early detection in our community. So they are funding free screenings out in the community. And I did just do a little research on what we've done over the last few years since this event started. We have screened 108 people, delivered free screenings out in the community, and actually detected 2 skin cancers that people otherwise would not have realized they had. And early detection is the best prevention.
Right. If they wouldn't have taken the time to come to the event, learn information, and come to the
Yes.
Wow, that's
And
amazing.
That's another thing. People at the event, there is an opportunity to schedule a screening before you leave that day. We have our Prevention on the Go coordinator who will be there as well, and you can get your appointment booked to get a free screening before you
That's
leave.
wonderful. Well, Candace, if someone can't come to the event, how can they get involved?
If they're unable to attend, we're still accepting sponsorship donations, in-kind donations for our bingo prizes, as well as the putting contest that we're having new this year. But most importantly, if everyone could just please spread the word and share our social media posts so everyone can see it.
Okay, and where can people get tickets, Lane?
So you can go to bigbrims2024.givesmart.com. That's our event website. You can buy tickets. You can even secure your sponsorship there. All the info about what's happening that day, everything's there. It's bigbrims2024.givesmart.com.
All right, well, I wish all the success in this event.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thanks for being here. For more information about Terrebonne General Mary Bird Perkins Cancer Center, visit marybird.org/strength. Thanks so much for joining us on To Your Health. I'm your host, Rhonda Alfred, and we'll see you right back here next week.